I'm done with this. So today is the beginning of the end. We're going to start pulling out our fantastic garden that we had this year. It is time to start harvesting what we can. We have a super deep freeze coming up next 2 nights here. I believe we're even talking about possibly getting some snow. So we need to pull what we can. All I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here and start harvesting the little bit that's left in the garden. And I'm going to talk you through a few of these points here as we go. We learned a lot this year. We really want to share some of our knowledge that we gained this year with you guys as well. You know, we got a lot of people from this area in our growing zone that would probably benefit from a little bit of the things we learned here. So, all right, we're gonna get to harvesting, and I'm gonna pretty much pick everything clean. So if I have a little pepper like this, you know, we're gonna pick it. Let's see if I can find one. These little guys right there. Yep, I know they're small. You know, they're very small, but they're not going to last, and I can't keep them from getting frost on them. I think our high temperature next week is supposed to be like 42, so it's gonna be a little bit chilly. But all right, let's go. I'm going to start with these tomatoes here. They're pretty green, but I'm going to pick them clean. I'm going to put these inside and try to get them to ripen up. We'll get the ones that will ripen up. We'll get them to ripen, and yeah, that's about all we can do here. Yeah, see that one? Chicken fodder. There's a few ripe ones in here, but let's get a little dirt on it. I was waiting for this guy to ripen up, but not enough sun rays here to do that right now. So this row of tomatoes here was planted a couple weeks after my main row of tomatoes was planted. So I was hoping to get some extra tomatoes off this vine this year, which we got quite a few extra. I was just holding out a little bit of hope here for these guys, but you know, you can't change Mother Nature here. There's some nice tomatoes here. Just got too cold. We'll make something out of it. If not, we're gonna use what we can, and the rest is gonna go to chickens. All right, we are on to the green beans, what's left here. I'm actually just gonna pick the green beans, what's left over, and dry them out and use it for seed for next year. Yeah, these are way too, and that's a good looking green bean actually, but they're probably tough. Oh, maybe I'll try one. I'll take them in and try one. And there might be a few in here that are good. We were lucky enough to can a few this year, so we got that going for us. I'm just gonna take some of them. I'm not taking every single one, but a lot of this, we're gonna come through here. That one's split open, a little punky inside, but yeah, that one is too. So is that one. Well, that's a nice looking green beans, though. Let me tell you. We are going to come through here throughout the weekend and start pulling all this stuff and feeding it to chickens, turning it to compost, We never just let it set idle. This gives us a good base for next year to have some compost, feed our chickens, saves us some money on feed. We all know how much feed costs have gone up these days. Feed costs is not only going up for ourselves, but it has really went up for our animals as well, which is unfortunate. That's the world we live in now. We have to do what we can to combat some of those prices, and growing your own food and bartering and trading with your neighbors is not such a bad idea anymore, is it? It's always nice when you have a strong knit community that you can trade, barter, help each other out, give things away. That's what we like to do here, so that's what we try to do as much as we can. We're just gonna get these last couple beans here, and then we are moving on. Half a row of beans this year, and these things sure did produce. Let's go down here and look at the peas. Yeah, they're done. I might throw a pea or two in here. Kids really like to just eat these. I think the kids was coming out here and eating peas all summer. They just come out here and eat them right off the vine. And this is all of our way overgrown lettuce. So we grew some chard this year, just as an experiment. Oh, I missed it. There was I was over here earlier. There was a big moth. Oh, right there. You guys see that? He's having himself a nice little snack on my chard. Just fine. Ate the hell right out of it. But is it? Oh, a big guy there too. So I don't think we're eating chard this year. He hadn't got to that one yet. I might come by and harvest that. But I have some cauliflower and broccoli here. Just a few that I was trying to plant for a winter garden. Doesn't look like it's going to work out so hot. I just didn't have enough time. I should have planted it a few weeks earlier. But nonetheless, it's in the ground. I'm probably going to leave that. So we're going to get on to these peppers. But before I do that, I need to go empty my buckets. Well, we had some real nice peppers this year. We had a lot of pepper plants too. But we're going to pick the last remaining few peppers that we have and preserve them up. And I don't think I will have to plant another pepper plant for a few years after this harvest, let me tell you. Unless we start using a lot more green peppers. I know that. But it was great. I think I'm going to give some of these away, actually. There's no way I can use this many peppers. We got kind of a cool one here. It's very orange. Let me see if we can pick this for you. See the color difference in that guy, but very nice orange color. Well, there it is, guys. That's my final picking of green peppers this year. Look how many there is. There was actually a few more there than I thought, so that's super awesome. I love having green peppers on hand. I'm going to give quite a few of these away because we've already preserved so many green peppers this year. I really wish I would have made some kind of tally or weighed them or something just to know how many I had, how many that we processed this year, just so I knew how many to grow in the future. But I can tell you what, 64 pepper plants is probably not gonna happen again. So, but super grateful. These are awesome. I know I picked some small, weird looking ones here too, but like I said, they're just gonna die on the vine if I don't. So I'm gonna go empty this bucket out here quick, and we're gonna go pick more peppers, different kinds of peppers now. So this year we planted 3 different kinds of hot peppers. We planted jalapenos, planted cayenne peppers, and we planted Carolina Reapers. And we're gonna go through here and pick all these right clean. I don't wanna leave any peppers. They're not gonna survive a frost out here. So we're just gonna pick all these guys clean. I think I only have maybe 6 jalapeno plants, roughly about the same with cayenne, and just the 1 Carolina Reaper. I like picking jalapenos a lot. It's one of my favorites because they're so easy to pick. You just, you know, literally, you can just, they snap right, oh, tell me that one's not gonna work. They literally just usually pop right off the stem. So you can usually go through and pick these guys relatively fast, which is a good thing because I'm running out of time here. That's a pretty good haul right there for jalapenos. There's quite a few in there. So we've been picking off this plant all year, these plants all year, and did really good. So I'm happy with what we got. I still have some left over from last year because I really grew a lot of jalapenos last year. But we're gonna put these to use. Now we're gonna pick our cayenne peppers. Some of these, a lot of these actually are still green. But like I say, we're gonna pick them anyways. We'll see if we can't get them to ripen up. We'll dry them out green, dehydrate them, something. They look fantastic. Just wish they would have ripened up a little more for us. That's okay. Well, that's a pretty good mess of cayenne peppers there, and I think that's gonna make some good. I think I'm gonna dehydrate them and make them into powder. That's what I'm gonna do with them. But this is my next problem. We got all these reapers, and we're gonna harvest them. So I might leave some on the top. We got some green ones up here. There's a few in there. I'm debating overwintering this. I just don't have a lot of room inside for such a big, you know, plant. This thing is, well, if you see, it's almost the size of me. So it is looking a little splotchy on the leaves, like it might be getting blight, or maybe that was from cold weather. I'm not sure. I'm gonna pick most of these peppers though, and after I made my hot sauce, everybody wants this hot sauce now, so I'm gonna make another batch and give some hot sauce away apparently. So that's what we're doing. I really don't want to be touching this that much, but I think if we just go quick here, we'll be all right. There's probably way more reapers on here than I'm gonna want to deal with. Look at that guy. I love that hot sauce that I made. I've been eating it for about a week or so here now. I've been eating it every day, and it's hot. Don't get me wrong, but if you can use it sparingly and on the right foods, on the right amount, it's really good. Oh wow, there's so many up in here. That is a whole bunch of Carolina Reapers there. So we got Carolina Reapers, we got cayennes, and we got jalapeno in there. That is a that's got to be 6 or 8 pounds of hot peppers right there. I don't know. There's so much heat in that bucket that I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all that. That's all right. We're gonna preserve it, aren't we? That was a lot of harvesting right now that I wasn't planning on actually getting done today. So it was a little bit of bonus time out here in the garden. That's time you can't shake it. Oh, look at that, Mr. Pepper. Any extra bonus time you can get out in the garden right now is great, especially with hunting season going on. I'm usually out in the woods, so if I can get out and get in the garden in the afternoon quick, get out in the woods in the evening, it's a good time. So we are going to continue pulling all this stuff out. I pretty much harvested everything from this side out. I have a few turnips and a few kohlrabi I'm going to pull up front here, and then we're on to full out tearing everything out, mowed, and we're going to put this garden to bed. We've had a really great year. You know, with this expansion, if you guys have been following along at all, we made this garden double the size of what it was last year, and I wasn't expecting a whole lot going on right here with the new part of the garden, but it has totally exceeded expectations, let me tell you. So it's only going to get better from here. We're going to keep improving the soil, keep adding the compost, fertilizers, fish emulsions, all the good stuff that these plants like. So now the cool thing is I do have a lot of plans for this garden for next year, but I'm going to save that for another video. All right, guys, thanks for following along and checking out our cool harvest here we got. This is the final last harvest of 2022. All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one.